right, so we're here at the Unquiet Library speaking with one of our creative expert mind mappers from our 10th grade English Media 21 class. And she has created some more unusual kind of three-dimensional tactile types of mind maps, sort of beyond some of the other products that we've seen. And so I was just wondering if you could begin telling us a little bit about your cube, which I'm going to pass off to you here. Kind of how did you get the idea to do the cube, and what was your process of creating your big ideas that you investigated about World War I weaponry?
Well, it seems like people are more of a visual learner today because we've got movies, videos, and it seems like people learn a lot better with that. So I figured do something that people could touch, they could play around with, that could show you the information while also making it a little fun. And it wasn't too hard making it. It did take a little while, but I think it was worth it.
Well, it's obviously, I think, kind of been a conversation piece in the media center here that I know your classmates were really in all of it, and then we just had other teachers and people coming through that saw it sitting next to my desk and were like, wow, that's very cool. So, yeah, and you did a great job. It's a great way to share information. And then we have your other products here, if you want to show those from our this last week's fishbowl discussion with chapters 1 through 5. So tell us a little bit about kind of your process behind creating this sort of unusual mind map.
Well, I was going for something that was a little more in-depth, and it seemed like they did a lot of description in Chapter 4, which is the first chapter in the book, which really has a lot of action in it. And I felt like because this chapter had so many sort of feelings that you could get from it, why not do something on the senses? So I chose the three that were the most common, which is touch, sight, and sound. And I brought in a couple points from that, and it seemed pretty successful.
Yeah, and I really liked how you organized that. Again, nothing that's too terribly difficult to create, but the way that you represented it, with the clip art and then kind of the spokes coming off of that with the passages or your reflections from the text, I thought were really quite interesting. So we're looking forward to see what you come up with for the next reading. But we appreciate your taking time to kind of share your thought process. And before we close out for today, how or in what ways is this kind of mind mapping for background knowledge and then for kind of thinking about our readings of All Quiet on the Western Front, how is that maybe kind of helping you either think more deeply or perhaps maybe just kind of have a way of organizing information?
I feel like it's an easier way to organize our information because we can take facts from the book and put it into a sort of structure that we can understand better, which I think helps us go more in depth with our thinking.
And do you like having that freedom to create your own structure of organization? Yeah. Well, it makes us happy to see that this is kind of a strategy that's working for you and other students and giving you more ownership and experience in thinking about how we organize and deal with information, especially when sometimes it seems like there's so much of it, you have to have a way to make sense of it. So thank you again for sharing your pearls of wisdom, and we look forward to seeing what else that you create. Thank you.